Ford Stadium, everybody. With Jason Young, I'm Larry Lorenzano. Beverly with an impressive first quarter. They lead it just by 2, but maybe overall the best they've played as far as consistently playing good football at the line of scrimmage and not succumbing to the big play.
Yeah, I like what I saw in the first quarter, but I think what everyone's going to be looking for in this game is they can do it in the second, third, and fourth. And I like what they're doing with the offense. Webster St. Preux is running the football very well. The offensive line is extremely impressive today against a very good Winthrop Viking defensive line.
The difference in the game, special teams. Winthrop moved the ball into Beverly territory, and when they tried to punt the ball and pin Beverly down, the punt went off the side of the foot. Mr. Timpson, when he tried to pin him close, he got a nice high kickoff. Winthrop fumbled the football inside the 10, and it resulted in a safety for the only 2 points of the game. Now Beverly, following the free kick, in good field position at the Winthrop 43-yard line. After a 5-yard penalty, Beverly has a third down and about 5.5 at the 43-yard line of Winthrop. Panthers going out their starting tackle, Nate Pelletier on the bench. Full house backfield. St. Preux off the right side is in big trouble now. He eluded a couple of people, but Winthrop pursued the play very well.
And Larry, they also could have been looking for it. They've been pounding that right side continuously through this drive. And I'm looking for Beverly to punt the ball in this situation.
They may go for that 2-point play again.
That's true too. Well, looks like they're going for it. Justin Shears coming back onto the football field.
4th down and 5. I'd be surprised to see them go for it. This kind of a game, I thought they'd punt him and try to pin him down. Let's see if they snap it. 4th down and 5. They do snap it. It's not going to work. Shears wanted to throw that quick looking pass, but it wasn't there, and he was finally sacked by Michael Phillips.
I kind of have to disagree with Roger Rosinski's decision on that one. He's on like the 45. It was a 4th and 5. I think he should have pinned Winthrop deep with the punt. I mean, Justin had a lot of time to throw the football, but Winthrop had great coverage.
So Winthrop takes over at the 46. Justin had a lot of time to throw, but it was not supposed to be the kind of play where it took a lot of time. He wanted that quick pop over the middle, and if that lane is clogged, I think there's nothing you can do. So Winthrop holds Beverly, and right there is Webster St. Preux to bring down Joe Murray.
The little big man, number 34, Webster St. Preux, coming from that nose tackle position and making the tackle.
He is one heck of a football player. One of the Beverly captains, number 34. Loss of 3 on the play.
Just to note, Webster, 5'5", 160 pounds, using his quickness.
2nd down. 14 to go.
Justin Ruggiero returns from the far side. Both quarterbacks today are juniors, both named Justin. And they both seem to be getting plays on their own. And Augustinelli runs out of some trouble and able to gain yardage.
Augustinelli just refusing to go down.
Beverly had him pinned for another loss. But Ronaldo able to get up to about the 49-yard line.
One thing you look at these Winthrop Viking running backs, and it's tradition for them. They're not overly big, but they're tough, and they keep their legs moving, and that's the key to a good running back. They refuse to go down, and on that play was a perfect example.
And they've had some good ones. Neither of these kids seem to have the speed of a Staffier or
the Palmer
Anthony
brothers.
Palmer.
Yes.
Those are special kids. Inside reverse. Oh, fine tackle.
Snuffed it out.
Nice defense by Beverly.
Bochinski made the play. He's down on the ground now. But Bochinski, as he was being blocked, stuck that hand out.
And that's a tough play for a high school kid to make, just because the whole defense is going to the left. It's basically a wingback counter. Here's the replay.
Watch Bochinski.
Good job, Bochinski. Just getting the leg of the running back.
Outstanding tackle by Nicholas. Beverly looking very, very impressive in the early going. They lead it just by 2 as Murray gets set to punt. Much better kick this time. At the 13-yard line, Amatucci, and he returns out to the 24.
Matt doing a good job of just going upfield and getting positive yardage.
Beverly will take over first and 10 on their own.
Panthers get the football. 8 minutes, 4 seconds to play first half. They lead it by a score of 2-0. The lone score, a safety, when Winthrop mishandled a punt inside their 10-yard line and then were forced to simply fall on the ball in the end zone.
Larry, do you think coming into this football game, the Winthrop Vikings may have taken the Beverly Panthers a little bit on the light side?
Very, very possible. Beverly only won 2 games a year ago and had not won this season yet, so.
Oof.
Timpson
Stumped.
runs into a brick wall at the line of scrimmage. No gain at all. I think that's Michael Murphy, 56. Hard to read that white jersey.
56. I mean, it was David who just met in the backfield, took his first step, and boom, he hit a brick wall. And you got to know the Winthrop Vikings are keying on number 32.
Second down and 10 at the 23-yard line. Goldenberg in there at wing right. It's a fake to Michael. Good fake. He could run the ball if he wants. And Justin does carry out across the 30-yard line. Boy, the fake to Goldenberg really throws the defense, Jason.
Throws the defense exactly what it's designed for. And I particularly like that play because it gives Justin 2 options, not only to throw the football, but also tuck it and run.
And it looks like the first option is to throw the ball, because you can see he did look downfield,
Yep.
not realizing that he really had a lot of room to run it.
He did, and he made the wise choice.
Gain out to the 31-yard line. Third down and a short 3. And St. Preux off the right side. That should be a first down.
Looks it from this vantage point, Larry.
Now those chains along the chains along the far side indicated he had to make it to the 24, but it really should have been close to the 34. Should have been more like the 33. Amatucci's return is to about the 23. Anyways, it is a first down anyways, so I won't complain anymore. Just shy of the 35-yard line. First downs are now even at 3. Shears on the keeper.
Oh!
Near side across the 50-yard line. Justin Shears down to the 44. And again, Jason, I don't want to take your job away, but they're just keying at number 32 and things are open for other people.
Well, I mean, if you're an opposing coach coming into Beverly, it's a no-brainer. You got to stop 32 for a chance to win the football game. But they're doing that, so that's forcing Roger Osinski to go to other options. And here we go with the replay with Justin Shears faking to the running back, Timpson, tucking it in and just going off the right side. Excellent play. Good judgment by Justin Shears.
At the Winthrop 43. This time he gives it to Timpson.
Wow.
And he bowls ahead for about 9.
That is the same exact play. Basically what happens on that play, Larry, is Justin has the choice of giving it to David or keeping it himself. He's running the offense the way it's supposed to.
Another Beverly first down. First and 10, Beverly.
Give Timpson 10 on that play and a first down to the 33.
Ball's on the Winthrop 33-yard line. First and 10, Beverly.
This drive started at the 23. 5:48 to play in the first half. Goldenberg, wing left, ends remain tight for Justin Shears.
Legal procedure on Beverly.
I don't understand that call.
I don't either. It was on 64, Bochinski. He's in replacing number 62, Bartlett, at the right guard position. I don't understand that as well. I didn't really see if he did anything wrong.
This is the third.
Nice job, cheerleaders.
The third 5-yard penalty against Beverly, and it's hurt them on offense. It's hurt some drives. The only mistakes they've really made. Pitch out Timpson right side. Cut inside, a nice block. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. I couldn't see he was trying to make that block in 64, but Timpson read it well.
Timpson read it well in 44. Again, the captain, I believe, Jason Ruggieri, a running back linebacker, grabbed the shirt tails of David Timpson, and Timpson's thighs were just pumping and gained for an extra 3 or 4 yards.
Simpson got the penalized yardage back. 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. Near the Winthrop 33. Timpson for about 2. It's going to be 3rd and long now for the Beverly offense.
Simpson on the carry. He's gonna
Murphy there again for that Winthrop defense.
Coach Roger Rosinski's showing a lot of confidence in that offensive line right now. He's basically handing the game to them and saying, you're going to win this football game for us.
Call it 3rd down 8. Beverly at the Winthrop 31-yard line. And Shears is going to get down. Well defended by number 64, Matthew Mahoney.
Matthew Mahoney as well did a great job breaking in, really untouched to make the tackle. But again, Justin was going for that same play where he has the choice of giving the ball or keeping it himself.
So 4th down and 10 now, back at the 33-yard line.
Coach Rosinski going to forego the punt and go for it.
4th down and 10. Let's see what they come up with on this. Shears to throw downfield, and it's incomplete. Pass was intended for Joe Levesque.
Winthrop will take over and down. 1st and 10, Winthrop.
Deep fade pattern, it looks like. Double coverage on the play, and the play goes incomplete with 3:29 to go. First half, Winthrop takes over at their own 33.
On that previous play, Larry, Justin Shears dropped back. He had pretty good time to throw the ball. Just couldn't get it to Levesque. It's kind of a tough throw to make. And also, I just want to make a note that 32 David Timpson did a fine job in blocking to give Shears the time to throw.
That is a long pattern and a tough ball to throw. Murray has an option pass, wide open downfield, and he didn't get it there. Boy, was that there. Andrew Rezick was downfield wide open, and Joe Murray just was not able to reach him.
You got to look for that. I mean, Winthrop Vikings saw what Beverly was doing on defense, and they saw an opening, and hey, if it connected, it was a great play. I liked it a lot.
Great call by the Winthrop sideline, and Murray just did not get enough arm on the football.
And I think the only one out there for Beverly was 24, Matt Amatucci.
.323 to go. It's 2-0 Beverly. This time Murray's going to run the football, and he's got a lot of room.
We got a flag, Larry.
Goes down as Murray crosses the 40-yard line of Beverly, being chased by Shears, who will not get him.
I think it's coming back, Larry. Yep, it's coming back.
Went by 22, but we have a flag on the play.
See if we can get the referee can remember to turn his mic on. We'll get the call.
So Joe Murray goes 67
We're going to hold on number 33 in the white. We're going to replay 2nd down. Okay, go.
2nd down.
And the Beverly's fans breathe a sigh of relief.
Well, the break's definitely turning Beverly's way. We talked about they have not succumbed to the big play yet. This time they do, and a flag wipes it out. It was Murray's mate back there in the backfield, as they gave the number that time on the penalized player, Agostinelli, and he was the one called for holding.
That's a very lucky break for the Beverly Panthers right now. And they're playing excellent. And again, you know,
3:10 remaining.
other than the penalty, they have to concentrate on defense and try to stop those big runs, because it's killing them every single game.
Now Winthrop is going to use a timeout. There's 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining.
We have a timeout, Winthrop.
Beverly leads it by a score of 2-0.
That concession stand, a lot of pizza, cheeseburgers.
And Winthrop uses their first timeout of the first half.
Sodas.
2nd down and 16 yards to go after the penalty, a 10-yard penalty, and it was downfield
50-50 raffle.
a few yards. We saw Mr. Murray that time with some room really show that he can be an explosive back.
I mean, this can be again, reading earlier in the week, Roger Rosinski was saying this is the type of offense that can grind it out with you, or they have the athletes to explode all over the football field. And on that play, I mean, they showed their explosion. But I really have to give Beverly a lot of credit today. They've come in and they know they're facing a 3-0 Winthrop ball club, and they're really letting it all hang out, playing some excellent football offensively and defensively.
Again, 3 minutes and 10 seconds to play. A reminder that Beverly next week will be playing on Friday afternoon over at Manning Bowl against the Rams of Linden Classical High School. That's at 3:30.
Thank you very much.
Next Friday afternoon.
And I guess Linden Classical took it on the chin last night, 42-0 to a very good Swampscott Big Blue team.
A Swampscott team without their best running back, out with an injury there, Adam Silva, and still able to win last night easily. On second down, Agostinelli running right, well defended by Beverly. I know McDonald chased him down a bit.
Defense by Beverly.
Looks like McDonald got a paw on him to slow him down a bit before his teammates could get there. And a note, Larry, before this football game, it has something to do with, I know the Beverly football team, the seniors and some juniors had to take their SAT test this morning. So that for that, I mean, they're playing excellent, because you sit there for 3 hours taking a test and then you have to go play a football game. Not an easy task.
I'll believe you. I can't remember that far back. Third down, 13. Murray running left, a lot of room. Runs into Kennedy and some Beverly teammates at about the 35-yard line, where it's going to be fourth down. Beverly might want to call timeout here.
Yeah, and they do exactly.
We have a timeout, Beverly, with 2:19 remaining.
Panthers use their first timeout, and it stops the clock with 2:19 to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage just short of the Beverly 35. Winthrop fourth down and 7. And we'll expect Joe Murray to go back into punt formation.
And this is Beverly. Beverly's got a good shot right now, and to make a statement and go into halftime with a nice comfortable lead. Because guys like Webster St. Preux and David Timpson are doing a fine job running the football, and Justin Shears, he is getting, unlike last week, he is getting some time to throw. It's just unfortunate that the Winthrop Viking defensive backs are doing a fine job in coverage.
We mentioned last night that Linden Classical was defeated by Swampscott. Also last night, Gloucester won again. They knocked off Saugus 27-7. Danvers beat Lynn English. And it was Salem over Marblehead 28-7 in the first ever night game over at Bertram Field. Timpson and Amatucci back at the 30. Murray gets it out of there. Timpson at the 31. Runs out of room, out of bounds at the 33 or 34-yard line.
David had no place to go but out of bounds. And he stops the clock as well before the 2-minute warning.
Beverly.
Sometimes we have a flag down in Beverly. This hurts. There was no return on the play in Beverly. We got a block below the waist on the return. Number 75 in the black. It's going to remain a first down.
Well, number 75 has had a whale of a first half, so I'm not going to criticize him.
Absolutely not.
The Panthers have done one thing wrong, and that is they have been penalized too many times in the first half.
I mean, they're playing a great football game so far, but they're killing themselves with the penalties in key moments in the ball game.
Exactly. Beverly has 2 minutes and 11 seconds. They have 4 timeouts, and they have the ball back at the 24-yard line. I want to mention, sometimes players on those special teams returning a punt in that situation think they have to go out of bounds to stop the clock. But I'm pretty sure the clock stops anyways while you change units.
I think you're correct.
So you don't really have to run that return out of bounds. From the 24, Timpson off the left side. Oh, I thought he might take that outside. But it's a good gain of about 9 yards. And the Panthers will probably go to the hurry-up offense.
The clock will stop at 2 minutes.
Good 2-minute warning.
We now have a 2-minute warning given to both benches.
For being such a big back, 6 feet, 200 pounds, David Timpson hits the hole extremely quick. It doesn't really give the defense too much time to react. And it also makes the offensive line's job a lot easier.
Panthers now on second down.
Second down, 2nd and 2.
In a short 2. Plenty of time now. Full house backfield. Timpson has the first down across the 35-yard line.
Dave Timpson on the carry, good for a Beverly. First down, Beverly.
Justin Shears has the play from the near sideline, back to the huddle, 1:51 to play, clock ticking down. Line of scrimmage to 36. Panthers lead it 2-0. Justin will snap this with a 1:40 to go. Wants to throw. Everybody's covered downfield, and he's going to be able to get out of bounds near the 40-yard line.
Justin Shears on the
Run out of bounds by Ronaldo Augustinelli.
Clock stops with 1:32 remaining in the first half.
Official slips down. Let's see where they spot that football. About the 41-yard line.
Justin has great opportunities when he drops back to pass. It's just the defenders, the cornerbacks, and the safeties are doing a great job of shutting down the Beverly receivers.
That's right. That play was right in front of us, Jason, and it's that same pass play they've run for years with the two receivers, and the short man and the deep man were pretty well covered, weren't they? Second down, 5. St. Preux, no room at all. That's Mahoney, I think, there, 64 again. He's made some big plays for that Winthrop defense.
He's having a good ball game, but if you notice when he made the tackle, he wasn't tackling Webster, he was tackling the ball, trying to strip it out of Webster's hands.
Nice tackle. We have a timeout, Beverly.
Beverly decides to call timeout here on his third down and about 4.5 to go for a first down.
And again, just to make a note, Beverly is offensive line is without starter number 77, Nate Pelletier, went out with a looks like a left ankle injury. He's being replaced by 76, Brian Hubis.
Yeah, Ian Flaherty's been working on Nathan quite a bit. He's got the left, he has the left shoe off down there.
Yeah, left ankle.
Thank you.
And Nate is a two-way starter at offensive and defensive tackle. Only a junior, so we got him back next year, so that's a good sign.
Minute 22 to go, third down and 4 for Beverly. Panthers using a timeout. They may have been better off not using a timeout there, Jason, because if they don't make this first down, they have to punt the football.
Exactly, and it gives
they may have waited one more play to use the timeout.
And they're giving the Winthrop Vikings more time as well.
It's so easy up here to coach, isn't it? 1:22 showing on the clock. A safety, the only score of the ball game. And Beverly coming in without a win against Winthrop, undefeated. Showing a strong first half effort. Now it's 3rd and 4. It's a long 4 at about the 42. Wing right, they fake it to the wing back Goldenberg. A lot of time, pass is incomplete. It's probably going to be a holding call against the offense anyways.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Holding on Beverly.
And Winthrop may take this. They'll gain 10 yards on it. Let's see what they do. But it will cost them some time. So let's see what Coach Fusillo decides to do. They're going to refuse it, it looks like.
We're going to hold on number 64 in the black. It's going to be refused. It's going to be 4th down.
Winthrop refuses the penalty and will bring up a 4th
Nick Bochinsky, 64, with the hold, replacing 62 Andy Bartlett.
in the first half.
And look, I'm sorry, Larry.
That is not a silly penalty like some of the other ones. I mean,
It's not a. Well, the other ones were mental.
that's what I mean.
This one was physical.
If that was the only way to protect your quarterback from being hit, then you sometimes are forced to
We
hold.
have a timeout, Beverly.
So the Panthers want to talk it over before they punt this football away. There's a minute 16 to play. Winthrop has 4 timeouts remaining, so they've got plenty of time. And the line of scrimmage at about the 42.
Yeah, Winthrop is going to get a pretty good field position out of this. And they, like we said before, they have an explosive backfield. So the Beverly defense cannot afford to have a mental or physical lapse.
We mentioned next week Beverly on the road on a Friday afternoon game over at Manning Bowl against Glen Classical High School. The week after that, they're also on the road. And again, they play Friday. It'll be a Friday night game at Danvers. And then the next home game is October 25th right here against a certain school that's just northeast of us, up in 128, Gloucester.
Gloucester Fishermen are coming to town.
Oh boy!
And I had a chance to see them last year against Beverly. They're an impressive football team.
Coach Silva's son running the show there, quarterback, and doing an excellent job in the early going. Timpson now standing at his 28. Watch out! Just to get it away. That's a high, short kick. Murray feels it nicely at the 29. Not much room.
Oh, the football! Beverly recovers!
Oh, Joe Murray, a costly fumble, perhaps. Beverly has it at the 38.
Ooh. And the first guy down the field to get a hand on number 22 was the captain, 53, Bob Ronci. You talk big break, Larry. Here we got a replay. And David does a great job of getting the punt off. It almost got blocked. And there's Ronci, 53, gets a hand on it. Actually, it looks like number 20, Eugene Moore, is the one that caused the fumble.
Exactly, the left hand of Eugene Moore at the 38. 1:05 to play. Goldenberg is stopped.
That classic counter.
Right, and it wasn't a real smooth exchange.
No, not at all. That classic win-back counter. Beverly uses that play we have been using that play for years.
We have a timeout, Beverly, with 55 seconds remaining in the first half.
And Beverly breaking from tradition this year. More often than not, they have been using two wingbacks, but they're sticking with number 30 Goldenberg and having Justin Shears come to the sideline every play to get the play from Coach Rosinski. And as I mentioned that, number 44, Derek Thomas, comes into the football game to replace an injured Michael Goldenberg.
Second down and 10 now for the Panthers. 55 seconds.
55 seconds to go, and obviously in this sort of situation, you're looking for the pass, and Justin Shears, he has been getting pretty good time. Offensive line, like I said before, is doing a great job run blocking as well as pass blocking. It's just the Viking defenders are shutting down the receivers.
Mr. Copeless is asking me for help on the timeouts. I have them down as using 3, but I may have lost count because I didn't think they were going to get the ball back there. Just 1 left, not 2 left. Thanks, George. Second down and 10 at the 38 of Winthrop. It is Derek Thomas in the game. Shears, they want to set up a screen. It looks like, no, he's throwing downfield, and it's incomplete. Tried to get the ball to Joe Levesque, who was open, down at about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, Justin Shears kind of shorthanded that ball. The running backs, Webster St. Preux and David Timpson, doing a good job protecting Justin Shears.
So it'll be third down. That play was pretty well executed as far as protection for
Yeah.
Mr. Shears. He had a nice pocket, plenty of room.
He's been getting great protection all day.
And Justin just not quite able to get the ball there. Goldenberg is back in, and this time he'll line up as a wideout to the bottom of your screen on this third down and 10. Timpson has some room left side. Watch out, Timpson. 25, 20. Ooh, brought down at the 15-yard line. Saving touchdown, saving tackle by Derek Amastieri. First down, Beverly, 42 seconds to go.
Amastieri saving a touchdown, but David Timpson, I mean, I don't know, Larry, you may disagree, but he's arguably one of the best running backs in the North Shore. Here we get the replay. David just exploding through the open field.
Now we have a timeout being called by the defense. 35 seconds to play.
This is a very interesting part of the football field that Beverly's in right now. Roger Rosinski has the option of going to the run or the pass, but hey, with that play, I'd stick with the run. But actually, Beverly, as we up here are confirming, we think only has 1 timeout left. Is that correct? So keep that in mind.
Yeah,
as well.
we'll go with that. 1 timeout remaining. 38 seconds left. And this time Winthrop calling a timeout, helping Beverly a bit, although the clock had stopped already to move the chains. But the timeout helps Beverly here on offense, but I think the Winthrop team just felt they needed it as well to pretty much get reset on defense.
And the Winthrop Vikings, I think, was coming into this game looking to roll over Beverly. That's just I don't know for a fact, but it's my personal opinion. And they found out Beverly's, when they put their mind to it, can be a pretty good football team and give you some trouble.
Bob Ronci leads the Panthers out of the huddle. First down and 10 at the 15-yard line. Timpson and St. Preux behind Justin Shears. Goldenberg, wing left. Both ends are tight. Long count by Justin. St. Preux right side.
Oh!
Spins away. Touchdown, Beverly.
Larry, I think Beverly found another weapon in Webster St. Preux.
Webster St. Preux on a beautiful run.
Here comes a replay. Webster just taking the football off that right side, makes a nice spin move on number 31, and nobody was there to stop him. 6 points, Beverly.
Timpson let him through, but I don't think David found anybody to block. A lot of room there.
St. Preux had one guy to beat, number 31, and just put a nice spin move.
Beverly will go for 1.
Now Timpson will try the extra point out of the hold of Justin Shears.
Keep in mind we had a little trouble with this last week.
It's a straight fake. Shears throws, he's got the point conversion. Well, Justin Shears, he had 2 receivers and he held that ball long enough. He showed a lot of patience, held it. Then he got the ball to Larry Knowlton.
Larry, you got to think they've been setting that up the whole game, because every time Justin rolled to his right, more often than not, he'd tuck it and run, but not that time. Good decision on Justin Shears. Here comes a replay, Larry. Justin looking, and he finds, I believe it was number 83, Larry Knowlton, all alone in the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
32 seconds to go. Beverly on top by a score of 10-0. They go 38 yards in 4 plays after the fumble recovery. Bob Ronci recovered that fumble? Was it?
Bob Ronci, actually, Eugene Moore was the one that caused the fumble. I'm not sure who, yeah.
And you'd have to say the key part of this game has been the punt returning of the Winthrop Vikings. That's been the game, Jason.
Mistakes on the Winthrop Vikings as well.
All 10 points set up on Winthrop punt returns, the safety earlier, and this time the fumbled punt return setting up the Beverly touchdown.
And when you're an underdog like the Beverly Panthers are, you got to take advantage of those mistakes, and they are.
.32 seconds showing on the clock. Winthrop has 4 timeouts. They trail it 10-0.
Now again, keep in mind that the Beverly kick coverage has not been that great over the past 3 ball games.
Well, I'd expect to see this kick along the ground a bit. Well, he kicks it deep, and he got it all. About the 9-yard line, it's Murray. He stumbles, watch out to about the 43-yard line. It can be an adventure when you return kicks against the Beverly Panthers.
Larry, I'm telling you, they got it. They have to get better on their kick coverage. They're giving the opposing team way too much yardage. And again, the kicker, David Timpson, coming up to make the tackle.
3-yard line.
Plenty of yelling down below the Beverly sideline as they try to get their defense set for the final 24 seconds.
It's not easy being a coach, I'm telling you.
Well, you don't want any mistakes now after you've played a fine first half, and as an underdog, you're up 10-0. And they're in that prevent defense. Watch out, Mr. Murray running the ball, but that's good prevent defense. They let him run for about 10.
Play by Justin.
As he's running for a little bit of yardage, the clock continues to run.
He picked up 9 yards, but they'll give him 9-yard gains.
And the prevent defense will work, I think, a little bit better in high school than in the college ranks or the pro ranks, because the kicking game isn't that good.
The clock stopped. Did Winthrop utilize a timeout?
I believe they did, because
okay. 16 seconds is the time showing on the clock. 2nd down and 1.
Larry, you got to think the fans as well as the coaching staff and on ourselves as well are waiting for seeing how Beverly responds in this situation, because in the past, in this situation, that's when the opposing team would blow open for a touchdown. So we got to see how this Beverly defense responds in the last 16 seconds.
16 seconds remaining. Second down. 2nd and 2.
The ball resting at the Beverly 48. This is Murray again.
Ooh, snuffed out.
And David McDonald, I believe, again.
I got to tell you, this is the best I've ever seen Dave McDonald play, both offensively and defensively. He's having a great football game.
I don't think there's any question about that, Jason. It's like he has come of age today.
He really has.
10 seconds remaining in the half.
And you see the numbers on the scoreboard. Winthrop stopping the clock with 10 seconds to play.
And Beverly desperately needed to get some production out of their tackles, and David's delivering.
Murray again, and McDonald again, at about the 43-yard line.
Big Dave McDonald showing his mobility.
And Winthrop stops the clock with 3 seconds to play. There should be time for just one more play.
Yeah, look for Winthrop to just throw the football downfield in this situation.
3 seconds in. 25. Let's give it.
Their 2-minute offense has been a bit conservative, Jason.
Yeah, I noticed that myself. They didn't put the ball in the air at all. Well, we got the clock showing 0. Oh, now we get 3 seconds back on the board. Showed 0 there for a minute. But yeah, getting back to the Winthrop 2-minute offense, they're just relying on their running backs. Yeah, their running backs are good, but they can't do it all.
Yeah, when you have to go 55, 60 yards in 30 seconds.
It's kind of tough doing it on the ground.
That last play gained a first down for Winthrop, and that is their first down since the opening drive of the game. That's how well this Beverly defense has performed.
I mean, Roger Osinski has to be pleased the way his football team has played, but I think what he's more concerned about is how they're going to respond in the second half. If they can come out with the same intensity, same enthusiasm, and play the third and fourth quarters.
Coming up at halftime, the Beverly High School Panther Marching Band again will be performing.
First half. 1st and 10 Winthrop, and the ball's on the Beverly 41-yard line.
Right now, we expect this to be the final play of the first half. Looks like they want to do Hail Mary to the right. 3 Winthrop receivers, top of the screen. Ruggiero back to throw. Lets it go down the right sideline.
Oh.
Batted away by Justin Shears.
Incomplete, and that'll let it. The first half is the score, Beverly 10.
And the official does signal that the first half is over. So a fine first half by the home team.
Very good first half. Our pregame analysis, we wanted to see what Beverly's going to do offensively and defensively, and so far so good, Larry. Like I said, you can't have any complaints. Their defense, the defensive line especially, is playing very well. Dave McDonald, number 75, to be exact, and the offensive line is just blowing the Winthrop Viking defensive line off the ball, and that's the name of the game right now.
So we'll take a timeout from Herd Stadium. It's halftime, and the score is Beverly High School 10 and Winthrop nothing.
I'd like you to meet my family. These are my brothers. These are my sisters. And this is our home. We've been through a lot together, this family. Through it all, whenever someone's needed our help, we've been there. Inspired by those who came before us, strengthened by those among us, and united by love for our country and our duty to protect it.
On this, the 50th anniversary of your nation's Air Force, let us celebrate not only the changes we have made, but the things that will never change.
So when all families look up, they will see blue skies and starry nights, and they'll never have to be afraid.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Beverly High School Marching Band and their performance of Unity. Young women of the color guard, a hot big band swing selection written for the movie 1941 by John Williams. Here it is, Swing, 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 featuring Chris Whitmore on the trumpet solo. Now the band will conclude today's show with an old favorite. Here it is, Dance to the Music.
Throughout the world, in many of the poorest countries, there is a wonderful organization called Child Reach that is making a profound difference in the lives of children just like these. Hello, I'm Angela Lansbury for Child Reach. You can become a Child Reach sponsor and not only personally touch the life of a needy boy or girl overseas, but also help the child's family and community achieve the goals they have set for themselves. And a little girl like this will never feel the agony of dysentery from dirty water. A child like this will be able to go to school to learn and grow.
The need to help. Children see it clearly because their hearts have 20/20 vision. For more information about Child Reach, call 1-800-578-0808. 1-800-578-0808.
Mom, can we call, please?